What's going on, guys? Crypto Renegade here again with another video for you. And in today's video, I am doing a follow-up to my last week's video where I talked about what is a Bitcoin mixer and what do I need it for. So if you haven't watched that video yet, go ahead and click right here and it will take you to it. You will want to watch that first to understand what it is and what it's important, and then jump right back onto this video and we will continue. In today's video, we are going to be looking at the 3 best Bitcoin mixers for privacy in your Bitcoin transactions. So before we jump in, just doing a very quick 30,000 foot overview of why this is important and why I use it. A Bitcoin mixer is used to obfuscate or to protect your identity when sending Bitcoin transactions. Bitcoin transactions right now are pseudonymous, which means that you are going to be tied to a specific wallet address. And you want to make sure that that can't be tracked by other companies like Chain Analysis, by the government, or by onlookers that are trying to find out how much Bitcoin you have and potentially harm you or threaten you for it. So it's really for your own protection. It's not to try to hide anything, or it's not to do anything nefarious. It's really to just protect yourself. So that's why Bitcoin mixers are important as an overview. Do it! So in this video, we're going to talk about the 3 best crypto mixers and Bitcoin mixers, or blenders, or tumblers. Just a couple of different terms that people use, and we'll go ahead and jump right in. All right, guys, welcome back. So we're going to talk about the 3 best Bitcoin mixers, tumblers, blenders, what have you. So all of these are generally the same. They all serve the same purpose. They have the same general features. The main thing that you want to understand about Bitcoin mixers is it takes your Bitcoin that you have from your wallet address, it puts it into a mixer, which is a batch of transactions from several other anonymous users. It basically mixes them all together. You can use time delays. It can break up transactions. So for example, if you're sending 5 Bitcoin to another user, it can break it up into 5 1 Bitcoin separate transactions. It could break it up into 2.5 and 2.5, so on and so forth. So there's different ways to obfuscate or to make sure that you sending ultimately from address A to address B, that it's not as direct and it's not as clear or traceable that it could be. So this is the purpose of using this. So there's different features and there's different service fees that are associated with this when in using this. Now, some of them have specific service fees because they're a lot more trusted, a lot more reliable, and some of them are completely open source, which means that there is no cost for the service other than just paying the multiple Bitcoin transaction fees on the Bitcoin blockchain. So just wanted to point that out. So the first one that we're going to be looking at here is called mycryptomixer.com. Now this one's my favorite. I just wanted to start with it because in my opinion it's the easiest. This one is Bitcoin only right now, but Ethereum transactions are coming very soon. And as you can see here, you basically have, all you have to put in here is your wallet address, your current wallet address that you're sending from. It gives you an option here for a time delay. It gives you an option here for the amount, the specifications or the amount that you want to split it up into. And then it gives you, based on your sliding scale here, it will basically give you what your overall service fee is for the transaction and or other fees. If it's Ethereum, it'll show you a gas fee and so on. And this will show you how long it will take to deliver based on your own specifications, and it's trackable and traceable to make sure that you can get it. Now, when I say it's trackable and traceable, this just means that you can verify that your funds obviously left your own wallet, which you can check yourself. And then you can ultimately, after that specific time delay, check the recipient address to make sure that it's received. And again, because a lot of these are open source, you can verify that no one's going to be stealing or tampering with your funds during the mixing process. So this one's my favorite. This one I've used probably 5 or 6 times at least, and just has the best overall user experience. It's trusted by a lot of different people as well, which gave me confidence initially going in. Not being a coding guy myself, I just wanted to make sure that it was something that someone I knew and trusted used before, and I've had 0 problems with it. So this is probably where I start if you're brand new to Bitcoin mixing. Number 2, we're looking at bitcoinmixer.org. This again is a very similar site. Very simple interface. You're choosing if you want to break up the transaction into multiple transactions, which again will cost more. This one has one of the lowest service fees associated with it when you're dealing with this. And again, interface is going to be very simple, just like it is on mycryptomixer.com. You basically start with your specific address that you're starting with, how many times you want it mixed, what the time delay is, and the recipient address for you to check as well. And then depending on how long of a delay it is that you want to do, it will show you specifically when it should arrive, and that you can check obviously the blockchain that the recipient received it as well. This is probably one of the lowest fee ones, so if you're concerned about higher fees or service fees or transaction fees, you may want to start with this one. So that is bitcoinmixer.org. Now, number 3, this one is called blender.io. Now, this one I've only personally used twice, but this one is very simple and it has a customizable fee. So if you are an advanced user, you can specifically choose what parameters that you want to help lower your transaction fees and help lower any additional service fees, multiple hops, or if you want to direct one transaction into the mixer and one transaction out of the mixer after a certain holding period. You have a lot more customization options here.
There's no rules!
But also,
there's one rule!
As you can see on the screen, the interface here is very simple and very user-friendly as well. So this one is a little bit more for advanced users, I would say, if you want that customization, but it's very simple to use as well. So that's it. These are the 3 best Bitcoin mixers for privacy and anonymity that I personally have used before. Again, if you're brand new, I'd probably start with the first one, as it was probably the easiest to use. And if you're not as concerned with the fees and you are more concerned with your privacy and your security and stability, that's probably where I would start there. But any of these are valid, any of these are trusted that I've personally used. And you just want to be sure of basic Bitcoin wallet hygiene moving forward, that people can track your Bitcoin address on the blockchain. A lot of people don't think about that. This is unlike a bank in the sense that the blockchain is very transparent, which means that everyone can view it, but even though it doesn't have your name, address, and everything directly linked to your wallet address, know that if people can somehow tie your name to your wallet address, such as KYC from an exchange and so on, that they can now track your history of entire transactions. So it's very crucial that when you're doing transactions that you don't want seen for either your own protection or you don't want seen for any other reason, it doesn't matter, that you use a Bitcoin mixer, because it's worth the extra transaction fees to make sure that you are safe, or the person or recipient or loved one that you're sending to is safe as well. So this gives an overall recap for you. Go ahead and click right here on this video. I'm gonna show you exactly how I stake my Tezos on Ledger Nano X. Now, I know there's been a lot of, we'll say, controversy with Ledger as of lately, but just know that with recent hack information, none of your private keys are compromised, none of your information is compromised. Just make sure never to enter your 24-word seed phrase on any website or any email, or take a picture of it. Just make sure to use basic common sense, and I'm gonna have a video out on that common sense crypto security tips very soon as well. So click right here. We'll go ahead and wrap this up here. Crypto Renegade out.